Hey YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Don't normally do 2 videos in the 1 week. It's usually one video. But I was speaking to another YouTuber who's got a bass channel as well for bass guitars, and he was finding it kind of hard to understand me, which is it's understandable considering I've got a really broad Scottish accent. I'll try in future to try and speak a wee bit more slowly and articulate my words a wee bit better. But there is, if you look at the top of the video, there is a subtitle function on the videos. So just in case it doesn't translate all the words properly, but it does most of it. You should be able to get a kind of gist of the video. So the video that he was looking at was the Rickenbacker copy. I did that video when I first started my YouTube channel, and I still do use my phone, but the phone that I had at the time obviously wasn't as good as quality as what the one I've got now. I was using an iPhone XR, so now I'm actually using an iPhone 12 Pro, which seems to be okay. I've kind of got it set up at the start as well. I had it set up that I was basically I was using the front of the camera, so I could see what I was videoing. So the front camera isn't as good a quality as what the back camera is. So I've got it set up now that I can actually view it on my iPad while I'm recording, so I can see what I'm doing. So that's made it a bit better. I also had a comment of why I move about quite a bit when I'm standing talking to the camera, is the fact that I broke my leg probably over a year now, and standing still my leg gets sore, so I have to kind of move about to stop my leg getting sore. I don't do it as much now as what I did at the start, because at the start of my YouTube channel and how it all started was because I broke my leg, and then because I wasn't working I had to find stuff to do, so I started repairing guitars. I made my 4x12 cabinet. I got the cabinet for nothing, but I had to buy the speakers, I had to wire it up. Another YouTuber, Mad Malco, who's good with wiring, he helped me with the wiring, showed me the wiring diagram. When I went to send him the video, I've explained all this before, when I went to send him the video to his phone, it wouldn't work. But I had a YouTube channel, or an account with YouTube, so I could like posts and stuff. So to let him see, that's when it all started. I showed him the cabinet, I just posted it on YouTube. So that's it. So it's his fault I've got my own YouTube channel. So yeah, that was the cabinet that started it all, and it just snowballed from there. So at the start I was using just the way the camera was set up, I was using the front camera, which isn't a very good camera. The back seems to be better, because you can actually see where the videos get better in quality. So I seem to have the quality of the videos quite good just now, so the only issue I've got now is people don't understand what I'm saying. So I'll just go through this guitar again, and hopefully the YouTuber who was looking at it can get a better idea, because he's got a copy as well, a Rickenbacker copy. His is a copy of a 4003S, I think. This is just a copy of the 4003. Don't know where this came from, don't know if it's a Chinese copy or I don't know if it's a Japanese copy. I think it's Japanese. And I'll go through the reasons why I think it's Japanese again, like I did in my other video, but obviously a bit better quality. So the reasons why I think it's a Japanese copy, I've got the original bridge, which has got the muting part same as the Rickenbacker. It's somewhere, don't know where it is, but I have got it somewhere. And I've got the original pickup cover as well, which is slightly different. There's something wrong with the bridge. I've never fitted it to it, so I don't know, but when I bought it, it was in a bag with the guitar. There was something wrong with the bridge. I'll need to look that out to see if I could try and fix it, because I'd rather have the original bridge on it, with the muting part. I don't know if you know, if you're a bassist you'll know about Rickenbackers. It's the same idea as the original Mustang, Fender Mustang, where you've got the bridge and you've got a separate a muting parts of the bridge that you can remove on the Mustang. But with the Rickenbacker, you just basically just lift it up and it goes between the strings and mutes the strings. So I have got that bridge somewhere in a box, all the parts. I've got the original pickup cover as well, which is more lifted up, because I think whoever had this before me's changed this pickup, because I tried fitting the original pickup cover and it doesn't fit with this pickup, so I think this pickup has been replaced. So we need to try and find the original pickup for this. The pickup in this is very similar to the pickup that you would find in the CV50. So it's a single coil, 4-pole pickup, but bigger. It's bigger than the CV50 one, and the poles are definitely bigger. So I think the pickup's been changed. This toaster one here, toaster pickups are usually, bring it closer, are usually humbuckers. This isn't a humbucker, this is single coil. So if you can see so whoever's had this before me's changed the pickup cover, and they've also changed the bridge. Now these are bridges from a Chinese copy, but I said I've got the original, so once I fix the original bridge and I find another pickup for the pickup cover, then I'll change it all back to the way it should be. As I said, I think somebody's changed this pickup because I've tried fitting it and the pickup doesn't fit. It's much bigger. The original one is slightly shorter. It's got more of it's raised up as well off the bridge, off the body. As you notice with this, which is quite rare, because you don't usually get them in the Chinese copies, this has got checkerboard binding. Now I've looked through quite a few of the Chinese ones, and there's none of them have got checkerboard binding. Some have got binding, but not checkerboard binding. That's another reason why I think it may be a Japanese copy rather than a Chinese copy. I don't know, I'm just assuming, because I've done loads of research on this guitar and I can't find a Chinese copy that's exactly the same as this. There's similarities, but it's not the same. Other reasons as well, it's got a bound fretboard, but the fretwork on this is good quality. When they've done the fret, they've put the frets in, they've actually nipped the edge of the frets and they sit over the binding, whereas you don't get that in a Chinese copy. The fretwork is hit and miss, but the fretwork in this is done amazing. There's no sharp edges. The frets have not been changed. So I mean, it's quality work that's been done. There's actually the nips and stuff have been done. really nice. It's a graphite nut, which is unusual. The other things that I think maybe it might be Japanese is, if you look at the back heel, you'll see, because the straps in it, the heel's quite short, whereas my friend has got a Japanese copy of a Rickenbacker and the heel extends at least another inch. Just a really long heel. This has got a short heel. It's a 3-piece neck, straight through body construction. There's loads. Compared to my friend's one, this is a much better quality copy. Whether it be just luck of the draw, and whoever's bought this, if they have bought it from China, they've just got a really good copy. But there's other things. Just the way it's made. It's made just the quality of this. There were things that made me think it was Japanese. I can't actually think of it off the top of my head. Whoever had it before me as well. This obviously said Rickenbacker, but as you can see, there's a swear word there, and it says belter. So you can guess that's a kind of Scottish Glaswegian thing, belter, which just means good. It's just kind of slang word for good. I haven't done really much else to this. I changed the button. The strap button was here, which made it really low. If you watch Lemmy's button is at the back of the heel, so I've changed that to that, so it sits up kind of higher. And it's a really nice position like this. Mad Malco had mentioned in one of his videos that he had a Ibanez copy, I think, and this part used to dig it into his chest. Well, doing it this way it doesn't happen, because the guitar sits kind of out from your body. Doesn't help you've got your belly as well, right enough, which I'm losing. Yeah, it works exactly the same as a Rickenbacker. It's not got the Rickle sound, which I'm going to eventually fit, where you can do it stereo or mono. Same idea as a Rickenbacker. If you turn one volume up, it doesn't. In fact, I changed that. It used to be that you had to have both volumes up for the guitar. Well, I changed it. If it's in the centre position and you've got one volume up, it doesn't work. You need to have both volumes up for it to work. But it used to do that in this position as well. So if you're picking the bridge, you had to have both volumes up. Same if you had it in neck. I changed that. So it still does it when it's in the middle position, but when you're in neck or bridge, the volume will go up. It was strange. It just really annoyed the life out of me. The fact that you couldn't turn the bridge down and just have it neck and flick between. It would just not work at all. So I've changed it so it did that. Tones work on nice. It's got a really nice sound, this bass. That's the only thing about putting this other pickup cover on, is the fact that this is a really nice it's a really nice pickup, this. So we'll turn the volume up. I'll put this down to room. So I'm going through my Behringer Ultra Bass BX 4500 XH through the Behringer 1x15 and then through the Behringer 4x12. So yeah, it's a really nice bass. So I won't play too much because I kind of did a wee bit on the first video. bass. It's a really nice sounding bass. This is bridge position, volume all the way up, tone all the way up. Neck position. Both together. Yeah, so it's a really nice, it's a nice bass. I'll give you a wee close. I'll give you a little close up of it. I need to start articulating my words. Yeah, it's being Scottish and having this really broad accent, isn't it? Sometimes isn't really good. So yeah, headstock very similar to the. It's not exactly the same as the Rickenbacker. The machine heads aren't the same. These are the big style elephant ears. The Rickenbacker has the small elephant ears. I said checkerboard binding. Don't know if you can see that. I've obviously put on Born to Lose Out to Lunch on it. Yeah, I'm going to try and sort the original bridge, the original pickup cover out. Get that fitted back on. Because these are definitely the Chinese ones, but the original ones aren't. As you can see, straight through construction, 3-piece neck. Trying to think what else. Rosewood fingerboard with the shark fin inlays. Same with Rickenbacker. Your fretboard needs to be straight, otherwise it doesn't play very well. Good thing with this, it hasn't got Rickenbacker frets, because Rickenbacker frets, if you use any other strings apart from Rickenbacker strings, it just chews up the frets. But yeah, the quality of this is just, it definitely screams out Japanese to me, but I could be wrong. It could be Chinese, I'm not too sure. But to be fair, it's a Rickenbacker copy. It's a good copy. I'm never going to be able to afford a real Rickenbacker, so this is the closest I'm going to get. And I nearly sold this. I nearly sold this to buy the Fender P, but I'm glad that I sold another couple of guitars first before I actually had to part with this. So yeah, hopefully the video quality is better in this than it was in the original video. Hope you get a bit more information on this. If there's any other videos that you think the quality isn't as good, or you want a wee bit more in depth on the bass, just let me know. Some basses that I've done videos on I don't have anymore. I just swapped. This is next week's video. I'll give you a wee sneak preview. I just swapped the Kingdom bass for a 77 Jazz. So this is next week's video. This still getting set up and stuff like that. So yeah, I just thought I'd put this wee video out. Video quality and stuff. So yeah, hope that helps, and carry on.